Blowout win, Miami Heat. It's always good. I know the rivalry's gone, but it's always good to get a win against the Heat, especially since the Heat has beaten us, what they say, last 6 times in MSG? Nah, man. Nah. But this was a good win. It was a good win. Matter of fact, we're gonna do something differently with this video, being that it was a blowout win. I'm gonna do most of my rant, most of my talk, most of everything I say is going to be behind the highlights from today's game, because it was just so beautifully ran, so beautifully played. You don't need to see me, not today, not at least in this video. But before we do that, we're gonna jump into the comment of the video and we're gonna see what you guys have to say. Well, first, before we go into anything else, shout out to my boy Luis Garcia. He talked about he loved those orange jerseys too. I know I could not be the only one, man. Those things were fire. Bad luck or not, I still didn't get an exact amount of losses that we had that deemed those jerseys cursed. But anyways, Luis, I appreciate you, bro. But the real comment of this video is coming from, I think, Quest Zion. And you said the Knicks still need one more elite player like Paul George, and they will be good to go. Agreed, 100%. I agree, 100%. But, and I think Paul George would be a good fit. Don't think he's gonna come to us. I think he's gonna look at look at LA, look at staying in Oklahoma City. You look at all those other teams. I don't think the Knicks are gonna be in his radar. I do kind of buy in the hype, the whole LeBron Porzingis hype. That's the thing that could happen. I've been hearing this talk about Mike Conley, and I think Mike Conley is one of those players that would be perfect in this offense. He's not a guy that demands the ball, that demands to have the you know what I mean, not a ball stopper. He's a guy that can play within the offense and keep what's been so successful for us this season, that's the ball movement and playing as a team. And I think Michael Conley, maybe someone like a Drew Holiday. I know these are all point guard positions when we have Frank Ntilikina, but these are all to me, I think Frank Ntilikina is a 3-year process kind of situation. I think he's learning this year, but if he has a point guard like a Conley, like a Drew Holiday, or somebody like that can teach him the aggression as far as getting your shot off, getting your points and stuff like that, that will help him in the long run. Nothing against Jared Jack and Ramon Sessions, just an elite point guard that has done it, that is known to do it, that can teach him that. That's why I wanted to sign Rajon Rondo so bad in the offseason. I know I didn't have this channel yet. I wish I started this channel in the offseason. I debate, doesn't matter, but Rajon Rondo would have been the perfect point guard to have. Oh my, can you imagine? I know he was a Celtic. I understand, I get it. But can you imagine if we had picked up Rajon Rondo? That would have been the perfect vet for Frank Ntilikina. Now I get it. You're gonna sit there and you tell me, but Chris, he's not offensive. He doesn't score this and that. Rah rah rah. I understand that, but I'm talking about he's championship caliber. He's a great defender. He knows how to get others working, but he also knows when it's time to turn it on and play. Oh, Rajon Rondo, even if we can get him in this offseason, I think Rajon Rondo would be the perfect veteran for Frank Ntilikina. But to bring it back to what Quest said, I do agree that we need just one more, I'm not going to say superstar, but yeah, like you said, elite player. We need one more elite player, and there's a lot to pick from in this year's offseason. Hopefully the Knicks, whether we make the playoffs or not, can continue to play this, pass first, this extra pass, this hustle play like the Knicks are, and it'll attract people. I know Porzingis already is going to attract people to come to the team, but I think we're on pace to have that elite player coming to the Knicks. Let me know in the comment section below who you want to see put on the Knicks uniform in the future. We're gonna talk a lot more about who we think we are gonna get and who we should get when it gets closer to the offseason. Okay, is there anything else that need to be said? No. Let's jump into the highlights and let's talk about everything about this game in the highlights. So Madison Square Garden was where the game tonight was held. Our starting lineup was back intact as Kanter was back. I mean, they were missing Hassan Whiteside, but no matter, we were ready to play against the Heat. Now I was so excited about this game because I just had a very good feeling about us in this game. I don't know, call it a hunch, call it a guesstimate, I don't know what you want to call it, but I felt good about this game, even though we started off going back and forth as we normally do against any team that we play. But let me tell you, Kanter turned it on. When we heard all the reports about Kanter being upset that he wasn't in the lineup and that he wasn't able to help us out, it was 100% true, because you could see that he took this game to heart, even though it was a equally 10-10 team that we were playing in the Miami Heat. Tim Hardaway Jr. was the catalyst in this game outside of our man Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter, who, if you look at my tweets, I was talking about how I thought he was going to get 30 and 20 and blah, blah, blah. But Enes Kanter had a great game, and he probably would have got 30 and 20 if he did play more minutes and if it was necessary for him to play minutes. But we saw the injury with Kristaps Porzingis. It looked bad at first. I was scared because whenever you see a player hit the floor the way that Kristaps Porzingis was hitting the floor, they have to be in a lot of pain. But he got up. We found out that, you know, it wasn't that major of an injury, just a, you know, sprained ankle, nothing big. And thank God, with the 3 days off that we have coming up, KP can rest it, and I'm glad that he didn't play in this game. But, you know, with him going down, that meant one thing, and that was my boy Michael Beasley getting in the game as he gets that block right there on Kelly Olynyk. Now, we played look at Dougie McBuckets getting that block right there. But we just played a good overall game in general. I was just so happy to see, you know, the Knicks playing the Knicks basketball. And what I mean by that is, you know, aggressive, you know, ball movement. You know, it's not about me, it's about we kind of basketball. And it just was so nice to see. Now, Ramon Sessions with Frank Ntilikina out this game with the ankle injury as well. Ramon Sessions looked good. I mean, I was on record on Twitter saying that we should bring up Trey Burke because I'm just not a fan of Ramon Sessions and this and that. But Ramon Sessions looked good tonight. Not to say that he was, you know, a big catalyst of the game, but he really did go out there and play big minutes. Look at this pass from Courtney Lee. Ramon Sessions putting himself in a great position to make that layup right there. Look at Kyle O'Quinn. Kyle O'Quinn had another big game, making jump shots. I mean, we're not there yet, but that buzzer beater at the end of the third by Kyle O'Quinn was just beautiful. That little fadeaway jump shot. But we'll get there in a minute. Now look at Wayne Ellington. This guy, I forget that he's still in the league. If I'm not mistaken, I think he played on the same UNC team as Raymond Felton. Look at Tim Hardaway getting it down low to Enes Kanter. That man Kanter can't do no harm. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. But that shot there by Josh Richardson, somebody who I think is a really underrated player. He's not having the best season right now for Miami, but he's a guy that has the potential to be a key piece, just like this man Tyler Johnson right there with that nice pull-up jumper. Now, the play of the game was definitely what's been trending all over Twitter, was the final shot by Tim Hardaway Jr. Look at that shot right there, an alley-oop shot, and we got the Timmy Shimmy after that beautiful shot right there. Man, I was so hyped for us. We were already on such a good run, and then Timmy goes and does that. It was just a good vibe game tonight, and we love having these games. Look at Courtney Lee making the moves and making that shot there. It was just nothing that could go wrong. Kanter with the feet work in the paint, looking like he sprained his ankle there a little bit. A lot of ankle problems in today's game. Look at Goran Dragic. Nice pass to Justice Winslow, the culprit that hurt our Kristaps Porzingis, but I know it was unintentional, so it's all good. Now, at the end of the third quarter, we cannot forget the shot that I was talking about earlier. Look at that fadeaway jumper by Kyle O'Quinn. You see my guy Dougie McDermott over there in the corner, like he knew that thing was going in the whole entire time. Great shot by Kyle O'Quinn. Now, this game, just it didn't turn around. Just a lot of garbage time. We saw a Ron Baker sighting, and it was great. Willie Herman-Gomez looked great in that fourth quarter. Damian Dotson looked great. It was just a great overall game by our team, as we ultimately end up winning this game by 115 to 86. Great win. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you're just sitting there, you're enjoying the game. You're not stressing out like we normally do, because the Knicks either play a good 3 quarters and then mess it up in the fourth, or vice versa. And this was just a great game. I'm glad that we can go into this short little break here on top, back to above 500. We're 11-10. But let me know how you guys are feeling. Great win. We get a break here. I'm gonna be releasing some 2K videos while we're on this break. Got a few videos coming out. I also have a fun video that I want to do with you guys that has to do with the Knicks that's coming up. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is, but it's coming soon. Much love, everybody, man. We almost at 500 subscribers. We're at 455 as of right now. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, everything. I am CKTV. I had some fun chats with some of y'all during today's game. Enjoy the win. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks to the Knicks. I will see you guys again in the next video. Much love. We out here. All right. Sadly, my little brother lost his game today, but that's neither here nor there. We out here. Let's go Knicks, baby. 11-10.